back to the channel. Apologies for the lack of content. I've made loads of content. It's just, it turns out, I'm fairly sure Tavares said this. Turns out having a kid is a thing, and making content, not a problem. It's the editing and all that. I just haven't got sorry, I had a rat in here the other day. I'm a bit nervous of any rustling noises. Don't like rats. Yeah, having time to edit things is just not happening at the moment. Various things have moved on project wise. I have got loads of videos. I'm going to try and take a day off and sit there and finish the editing and put them out soon, I promise. Right, this hasn't even been introduced on the channel, I don't think. I have done I'll try and put a video introducing this out before this video. This is the X5, otherwise known as the family wagon, bought when we had the baby. Oh, hello to Keith Ryan as well. Thanks for reaching out to check I'm okay. Do appreciate it. The concern, he was a bit worried about me because I wouldn't put videos out, so hi Keith. Yeah, so 2006 diesel M Sport automatic e53. It's got 180,000 miles on it because of COVID, because I'm living like an hour away at the moment till the new house is finished. So this is the commuter car, it takes the kids, it's safe. Cost me, I paid about 3,000 for it. A couple of things have gone wrong with it, mainly since I ran it for 8 months, didn't touch it, did oil and filter, and then a lot of other things went wrong with it. So as soon as I showed it some love, it started playing up. Didn't do I'd done the thermostat housing and didn't do a video on that. I had to do an alternator, which there's a video on that. I'll try and put that out as well. Sorry, not looking at the camera, I'm looking over there. So yeah, I will do better. There will be more videos, not just stuff like this. I've got bodywork and things. The Figaro has moved on loads, and then we should be getting back on the MGA and trying to clear some of the backlog of projects. The Sprite I've got it back on its side. My uncle's car. He's now ready to go financially. We're moving that forwards, so that's great. So we've got the Figaro, the MGA, and the Sprite are the next sort of projects. Got to finish the mark on Golf, which is some electrical issues, and then that will be done. That can go for MOT, and then we're going to try and clear some of the Land Rover that I've got lying around. Should be having the Rolls Royce, I think it's either this week or next month. It's the 24th or something, so hopefully you should see that soon. Yeah, so generally, yet again, apologies, but we're on it now. We're definitely on it, no problem. And as soon as we're in the new house, which is literally 30 seconds away from the workshop, everything should be a lot easier. I should have a lot more time. But getting to the meat of today's video. It's got a wobble on the front when you turn left on a dual carriageway. When it's a slight left turn, it's doing that. Also, when you brake into there's no judder when you're braking from high speed. When you brake in sort of the last 10 foot coming up to the junction, you can feel the car pulsing slightly. I think what it is, one of the front wheels, either one of the tracker ends or one of the front suspension arms, is the wheels are moving back and forth. I think that's what's happening. It's also starting to shred the tyre on this side. So I put my big boy pants on, and right, that's got my address on, so cover that up. And we purchased this, which is a Mal, whatever you say it, complete front suspension kit with everything. It was £310, I think, but it's the Mal, I'm probably saying that wrong, HD, which is there's 4-year warranty on this, So, let me pick my Stanley knife up. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Let's open the box and see what we've got. Okay, so you've got tracker ends and rack ends complete, which I don't think are handed. You'll see now. Not this in the part number. Bottom arms, they're not bottom arms, they're track control arms. That's the bottom arm, goes like that. That's the ball joint that goes in there. Drop links for the anti-roll bar. They're the bolts for that anti-roller. Excuse my gaping over. And they're new wishbone bolts. So that's one side. Maybe that's the right one. It's got right and that's got left. So I'm assuming that's that one. That's got right on it. So this is left. These handed. Okay. Why? That doesn't look right, does it? We'll have to have a look at them. Let's see which one is which. So, first thing, that's that side. This is this side. Let's get it up in the air and see where we go. Righty then, so car's up in the air. First bit's gone alright. Can't. I'm sure it's this side there's a problem with. Oh, that's quite rusty. I think it's this side. Oh, should have a thing there. Which side am I going to? I'm going to start on this side. So I've got drop links there to there. Which looks like the bottom end's twisted that way. We're going to be changing this arm, this track rod, this tracker end, this rack end, and also there's a ball joint bolted there for this one. So initially I'm going to take a load of plastics and the tray stuff off, get that out the way and go from there. So nothing to it but to do it. As Mr. Western Champlin, guy with a beard, he's good, watch him. I haven't got time to watch him anymore, but I do recommend him, he's good. Right, let's crack on. This is going absolutely terrible. Got that arm off because it was the easy one. At the moment I can't get this one to break, and I've rounded off that bolt in there. So what I'm going to do about that, I don't know at this point. Could be a case of breaking a welder out, which I don't want to do, but And also I can't see how this rat gator is clipped to get, I've split that. These are both spinning, which I don't normally bother trying to undo them. I used to cut them with an angle grinder, but this one is recessed in a square. So I might be able to get in at an angle perhaps, but I don't want to cut into the shock absorber. This bottom one should be okay. This bottom one would be alright when I get this arm out the way, but then I'm going to get this ball joint out. Don't know. That is not as bad as I was hoping. That one's floppy, but doesn't feel like there's any play in it. So we haven't found our smoking gun yet. Right, I'm going to carry on cutting and stuff. Sod you, BMW. Right, we are getting somewhere. There's quite a bit of, the bolt is loose at the moment, but still I don't think I should probably be able to move that as much as that. I've had this bottom arm off, that's just held in tight, finger tight. I need to, what do I need to do? Oh, to get this bolt rounded off, hopefully that's pointing vaguely in the right direction. I need to take the disc, caliper and the disc off so I can get the angle. It's like pointing out this way. So I'm going to unbolt the caliper as one, cable tie that up out the way, take this disc off, and we should have room then. Otherwise I've got to start welding or something. The joys of cars. I still haven't done the anti-roll bar yet. Phone's going bonkers. Right, we're back. Gotta stop saying that. Torch is in the wrong place. This is what I should have done in the first place. Is took the disc off, took the caliper off, took the caliper off, took the disc off, took the dust shield off, which makes sure you've got some good surface drive sockets. And now this Allen key that I messed up is easily accessible. So what I'm going to try and do, I still can't find my blowtorch, is smash the Torx bit into it and see if that'll give us some satisfaction. And then I know this ball joint is going to be rusted into this, so I might still have to take the upright off yet, but we're going to try and avoid that if we can. But we've now got much better access to cut that anti-roll bar drop link off. One problem we got, I can't remember how we resolved it last time, there's a large plastic box there, which means you can't get this bolt out. I haven't investigated anymore. I must have done it before because I've changed this bush, even though it's, my door is slamming. Right, let's see if we can get this little bad boy out. If we have, we're cooking, and I know what I won't repeat the same mistakes next time on the other side. Well, probably. I'll probably make some new mistakes. We'll see how it goes. Right, sorry, I got it. I think that's a T45. It's not very straight, but we're going to try and zip that out. I don't know if it's going to work, but at least I got good access to weld. Right, if I can't get this out, just hold the bolt on it and weld onto there, and then I should get it out then. Kit comes with nuts, but these holes are threaded into this cast. This one's open, so I think this one's going to be worse to get out. But we'll see. Oh, no. Alright, I can't do it one-handed. Or can I? Hey! Ball joint's not out, but our tricky little monkey, which there's new ones come with a kit, so we're alright. I'm going to try the better Allen key socket for this one, which I got a straight line on this one, so yeah. Now we're talking. You're not loving this at all. Right, cut the anti-roll bar links off. I didn't have to cut all the way through the nuts. You can't really see that. How can you? Sort of made slits in them, and it opened the nut up a bit, and then as it came off, it cleaned the thread out. So we'll take that. and the other one I just did 2 cuts. Yeah. I've set, this is my technical diagram, and that's level with the end of the thread, that end with the other one, because I had to cut the old one, which is somewhere, to get the gaiter off. So I measured it, or made a diagram, rough diagrams going in for tracking tomorrow, to get it thereabouts. And oh, and I cleaned this out with a wire brush, so the new ball joint should, still a bit tighter than, go that way. I need to clean out a bit more with a wire brush. Still a bit of corrosion around this side. Might even get a flap disc on a drill. But yeah, that's not far off. I want that to be loose, not loose, but better fit than that. So yeah, all I got to do is remember this box appears to be held with 1 bolt, which could certainly indicates I've worked on it before. 1 bolt is user friendly, and there. So if I take that off, hopefully I can manoeuvre this. I don't know what it is. I should know what it is really. Yeah, so if I can get this bolt out up in here, I should be able to get this box out. It's got, I thought it had wiring going to it, but it doesn't. Well, it might do, but I just can't see it yet. Right, next bit. Obviously this is nice and rust free. At last, not before time. So we've got our new, turns out this one again the bolt's not tight. Our new bottom links in ×2, new rack end, new tracker end, new drop link, new ball joint. It should have been easy. I'm doing this on a lift. I have reasonable selection of tools, but I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that easy. The other side's going to be a lot quicker because I know I need to take this off. I did sand that with one of those, and it goes in smoothly, and I painted it with copper grease, so when I come to do it in the future, should be good. Tracking should be reasonably close to where it was. Like I say, I'm going to book it in for tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to button this side back up a bit quick. Don't tighten these two until I've put a bit of compression on the suspension, so I'll get a transmission jack just to jack it up a bit before I tighten them so the bushes are in the correct orientation for when the car is on the ground, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's crank, put some fresh gloves on, crank up the gun, get this side done, and then we'll have a look at the other side. Hi Matt. Hi. After quite an impressive amount of struggling, this side is done. So just got to cut that cable tie, rebolt on this plastic box, find the torch which I've moved so you can actually see what I'm talking about. And that bolt in there. So yeah, we're looking good on this side. And I put a bit of pressure on it with this jack, bring it up to roughly ride height before I tighten these two pivot bolts. They're tight, they're nice. This side's going a lot quicker, same challenges. So this is what I meant with the, like these spun off, which normally won't get them to spin off, the old thing will spin. I just done 2 relief cuts, which takes the pressure off the thread. Same on, oh, there's actually 3 relief cuts on that one. And they spun off. And then these which hold the ball joint, this ball joint, up in, both of those rounded off, and I can see that on the other one. Managed to get focus, no focus. Hang on, autofocus, no autofocus. There we go. Right, as you can see, I've just wanged a 45 Torx in, and I got it out alright. Yeah, there's no big plastic box this side for some reason. So link's off, that's off. We've got to split, we've got to get this ball joint out, split this one to get that out, and then we're getting somewhere. Both the pivots are already loose. Now this is like, what time is it now? 12 o'clock. Compared to the other side, which took several hours to take apart, this has been, I don't know, 40 minutes? So it is doable if you know what you're doing. Unfortunately I didn't. So I gotta find my chisel, get that out of there, and it should give me access to whack this one, and then we're cranking. Torches, place torches normally end up on the floor. Right, let's crank it. Oh, right, as you can see, this one did not give up without a fight. This was like 10 minutes of chiseling, and I can't find my medium sized lump hammer. I need my bigger one, which I hurt my arm a while back and then got better. Because of COVID, I've been putting off going to the doctors, I know. Right, so it took so long to get that out. I actually split the bottom ball joint on this one, fell out. I've just put it back in to locate this so I don't pop the drive shaft out. So now all we need to get off is a steering rack, trackward end and rack end. That's already in. That's loose, so if we can get this off and start reassembly a lot quicker than it came apart. Different world. This side obviously liked me, the other side hated me. So where are the wheels pointing? A bit to the left. Oh, they are a bit to the left. Alright. Yeah, and it's just gone back together perfect, no problems or issues that I had on the other side. So I'm going to reattach this gate there and brakes, calipers, then we'll go and see about getting the tracking, and hopefully it'll drive better with no clunky, but I don't know, I haven't really found anything with any. I was hoping to find something that was hanging off, if you know what I mean. But unfortunately, haven't really. Right, so that's our box of leftover crap, and that's our nice swanky front end. Right, I gotta hustle because I want to try and get it tracked. Sorted. So it's both sides done. Slam the wheels back on and see if it drives any better, and then try and get it tracked somewhere this afternoon because I need to use it on Monday. And this is like some of the maintenance we need to do on this. There's a couple of other things. Back discs are not looking particularly good, but we're gonna, there's a sticking caliper on the 5 series, so that's gonna be in after this. But let's do this, track, and then fingers crossed this resolves my issues. Well, not my issues, I think that would take, yeah, let's not get into that. Right, laters. A lot happier with how that went, this side. Starting to dump myself a bit yesterday, so yeah. We'll see if this, oh, I found out how you say it, melee, apparently. Not entirely sure I believe that, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. So we've dropped it off the lift, and off the track, you know, torque them, tracking. I don't know where the keys are for this. This is where it hits the floor and goes. Let's straighten that. Naked eye check. This side's slightly toe in. This side's slightly toe out. We'll see what the man says though. Let's sort my tools out. Right. Show you more in a bit. In conclusion on the X5, the complete new suspension which we put on, it drives lovely now. I wasn't able to get the tracking done. It's very, very slightly out. The steering doesn't quite centre, but it drives so much better. So I highly recommend the Melee kit. Some of the joints are quite hard to tighten up because they're slightly oval nuts rather than nylock, and they're quite hard to get down on the threads while jamming the taper into the arm, but it's doable. Yeah, if you are going to do it, make sure you got 16 and 18mm spanners and 21s, which are not necessarily in all sets. But yeah, that's done. We're happy. I'll get the tracking done on one day next week, and now the front suspension is done. When the tracking's done, I'll have some pair tyres put on the front. I'm hoping it's not going to knacker a diff or anything, because I'm not putting new ones on the back. They got quite a bit of tread on them. Right, so that's this drawn to a conclusion. Could do with a clean, has to be said, but it's driving nice. So thanks for watching, catch you later.